Welcome back to a brand new episode of Millennial Marriages. I hope you guys like the new set. We're trying it out. Although I think we've decided we're going to move back to the old set.
What I like about this set? The pictures.
The paintings?
You know who did the pictures? We have an artist at home.
I'm an artist. If you guys want to buy my art, it's available nowhere online because I'm not really an artist.
It's a very exclusive collection.
But yeah, so welcome back. My name's Ryan Mossman, and this is my wife,
Sandra Mossman.
And today we found a video on TikTok that I liked, and it was talking about people and relationships and what they should do and what they actually do, and we thought it would be an interesting discussion. So it's Zoeyxsinn. Shout out to Zoeyxsinn on TikTok. So she's got some great material on TikTok. I watched a few of her videos, but this one was good, and it goes into the whole relationship aspect that we aim for here. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. If it's your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. We love all of your comments, and we like the feedback. We do listen to it. We do take it into consideration. So we do appreciate everybody who takes the time to leave a comment, leave feedback. We really do take it into consideration for future episodes. So if you have any ideas, send us a link, send us a video that you want us to discuss. We will do it. We will.
Yeah. And I wanted to talk about this video, what we will speak about it from our perspective.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
Yeah.
We talk about it from our perspective.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the podcast. Our perspective. Because everybody wants to know what we have to say. Oh boy. You have very great opinions, Sandra. The world needs to hear them. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so let's start the video. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the simplest dating advice you'll ever need in your life, but most of you won't listen because you guys like to argue and complain.
And I like this beginning, how she mentioned, like, because you guys like to argue and complain about the stupid.
Yes.
And like, what we
About
know.
stupid shit, she says.
I didn't say it, but like, what we know, what I noticed, what sometimes people don't watch our video to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and already complains.
Yeah.
Like, if you we like your comments, but please watch the video to the end to understand what you're saying really before saying something like what you're saying.
Yeah.
And also for everybody who never had the YouTube channel, we never started anything else
Or a podcast.
or podcast, how you would feel if somebody else will comment what you're commenting.
Mm-hmm.
Put yourself in our shoes. And of course, like, maybe not everything what we are saying is like gold, but like good perspective is always great. Like good critic is great, but like
Yeah, we like the criticism. We do like the criticism.
after you watch the video. Don't complain. There's also watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
About stupid shit that is very easy to understand. That person that has inconsistent communication with you just doesn't like you that much. That person that ghosted you isn't a bad person. They just became uninterested or found someone else. Move on, find someone else to text you. If your partner cheated on you, leave them. And if you don't leave them, which most of you won't because most of you lack standards and self-respect, shut up about it, stop hanging it over their head, and learn how to work through it together. Or else, move on.
I love about the cheating part,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very this cheating part is very tricky cheating part. So from our perspective, how I will say about the cheating. So if your partner cheated on you and he told you, or like you find out what he cheated on you, and if you decided to leave, you leave. But if you decided to stay, you never ever bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
and it is the most difficult part, but it's like if you decide to stay, it's the way like you forgive and you accept it, and you don't ever like again stop to complain. Oh, you remember you cheated on me like 3 years ago. If you start to do it, it's like very bad dynamic to go to in your relationships.
Usually there's a reason why one partner cheats in a marriage, you know. So you need to get to the root cause of what's causing that person to look for affection or love or sex elsewhere.
Yes, and if you find out what he cheated, you need to go through this like
or she cheated.
She cheated. You understand like where it's coming from. Not like, okay, so we will not talk about it, or I forgive you, or like it's fine. You need to understand like where, like it's painful, of course painful, but you need to understand, can you fix it?
Problems is one of, it's like that thing I sent you today. So it was this marriage counselor, and he taught, maybe we'll discuss it in a future episode, but he talks about the things that he sees in relationships that fail. And he said, like, if he sees these things, he can determine if they're going to get divorced with 91% accuracy. And one of them was fixing problems. Like, I think it was like the last thing. Like, people who get divorced or break up, they don't fix problems. They just like let them linger, or they have no desire to fix these problems because they're kind of just mentally checked out of the relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's again like when you get mentally checked out of relationships, who you do the benefit. Like the another person, maybe she's still like in love with you, and she just like waste your time, but she wastes your time with you. Like it's not fair to another person again.
And with the cheating, it's not to say, okay, so you decide you're gonna forgive that person. It's not to say that they don't have to earn your trust back. You know what I mean? Of course they have to earn your trust back. But if you've made the decision that you're going to work through it together, then you don't hold it over their head.
Yes.
You know? And if you're in the dating game, like she said, and if somebody is starting to give you the one-word responses via text message, or it takes forever to get back to you, a few days later they finally get back to you because maybe they're horny or something, so then they start texting you again. That person is not interested in you. They don't really like you. They're just using you for whatever, to make them feel good in that moment.
And I think it's like what brought you to me. You were like really into the texting. You always like, you were so involved. Like yes, I wasn't so like, you know, like how I don't reply to usually to the messages. Like I'm very like, I really cannot reply to messages. But Ryan, he's like really like messaging, and like in the beginning of our relationship, he was like, "Good morning, good night." Like really, like you were messaging a lot. And he's like, okay, so I saw like what he wanted to be with me.
I didn't play games.
And it's like the most important. Like these dating games don't start like. I know like the girls play these dating games, like it's fine, but like don't play you. Don't get in the shoes. Like Ryan didn't play. I was like, I didn't know what to do, kind of. So I didn't know who I am, what women, like, for the girl, just figure out who you are, and the man don't play the games, and then it'll be fine.
If a man does not want to pay all your bills and wants to go 50-50, that doesn't make him a bum, that doesn't make him a bad guy, that doesn't make him a little boy. He's still a man, just a man with different interests and goals in life. Go find you someone who will. There's 8 billion people in the world. I promise you can find one. That woman that wants all her bills paid doesn't make her a gold digger, doesn't make her a slut. Just go find you one that could do 50-50 with you. It's very simple. She just doesn't want what you want, and that's okay.
So when the man don't want to pay 50-50, or man wants?
So she's saying, okay, so if you're dating a man and he is saying, I want to split the bills 50-50, and she's saying, oh, you don't want to pay for everything for me, then you're a bum. And she's saying that doesn't make him a bum. It doesn't make him a boy. Like, he's still a man. He just has like different perspective or different goals in life.
Values.
Different values. He doesn't want to just pay for everything for you. And that's okay. It doesn't make him less of a man. You two just obviously want different things. And if you're a woman and you're looking for a man who's just going to financially support you and pay for everything for you, that doesn't make you a slut, right? It just, that's what you want. So find that person. Find, if you're certain that that's what you want, then find the man who will take care of you financially.
Yeah, it's like, again, like how should like 8 billion, maybe 4 billion for men, or whatever you are. But yes, you need to discuss these things. You discuss, like, yes, if you really like this person, you like, it's just like paying the bills, like, it's, again, you can discuss the things, you know. Like, we are like 50-50 sometimes.
Well, now we're married, so it's different.
Yeah.
It's all kind of like our money now.
I remember when I was in the dating, and I dated this guy, and he always paid for me, kind of. He like really put like effort to pay for me. And then I remember he told me, like, I wanted ice cream, and he told me, like, will you ever pay for you too? I was like, okay, I can pay for ice cream. But I was kind of like, really, you couldn't buy me an ice cream, you know? So
that's different. I think like when
you need to like also make a like I know, like, sometimes like women expect a man to pay for everything, but women also should pay sometime for men, like
I think like when you're dating and it's like first couple 3-4 dates, like it's the man's responsibility to pay.
Yes, yeah.
Unless you have come to some sort of agreement beforehand and discussed it, then the expectation should be that the man, because he's courting you, he's trying to earn you, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you are like kind of more in an advanced state of the relationship, right? And you're like starting to live together or whatever, and then you decide, okay, like, what are we gonna do? That's when you do the finance talk. Like, this is how much I make, this is how much you make, like, we should split the bills. It doesn't have to be 50-50 even necessarily, but you need to come to some form of financial agreement when you, I think when you start to live together, especially. You know?
You cannot attract the type of person you want if you are also not the person that they want. Get off the couch if you want a gym rat. Open up a fucking book if you want someone who reads books a lot. It's very simple. Men aren't...
I think
you've said it a lot on this podcast, like, as a woman, as a man too, but you need to like understand who you are first.
Yes.
So like
work on yourself.
Work on yourself. So if you understand that you want somebody, then you need to become that type of person. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to, you need to become what you want to attract, I think, kind of.
Yes, yeah. Because the people are our mirrors. You know, like, it's, if you have flaws, you will kind of attract the people who have like the same, like, not flaws, but like what you have. You know, like, if like you want to travel the world, you will find the people who, and you don't travel, you'll find people who never travel, you know. So like, if you want to travel, yes, you need to travel, you know. So, and I think the biggest issue for people, like, we see the flaws in another people, but we don't see the flaws in ourselves, you know. And we want to fix, like, I will fix you, I will tell you how you should do, but I will not do it myself. Like, you should go to the gym, you should be fit, like, but I'm fine. I'm not go to the gym. I think it's how it was in our relationships. I knew what, like, I want to read the books. I have so many books. I want to read the books. I'm smart. I read the books. So I kind of put in your expectations, like, you should read the books. You should read the books. Did I really want to read the books? I don't know. I don't know. But you have this like society expectation where, like, oh, this person should be fit, or like, you should read the book. You should travel. Really understand who you are, and then you will attract the person who
you want to.
Yes.
You if you understand who you are, you'll better understand what you want.
Yes, what kind of person you need to. Yeah.
Shit, your standards are. You attract what you are. So maybe it's time to do some self-reflection. Most men under 30 don't have their shit together, and that's okay. Stop letting social media fill up your head with these unrealistic standards. This one is gonna ruffle some feathers. Men have it way harder in life than we do, especially when it comes to money. So stop being a 25-year-old woman wondering why this 25-year-old man can't bust his coochie open online for $10,000 a month. It just does not work that way for men.
So explain me what the issues is.
He's basically saying that if you're like a woman, you can post nude photos of yourself online and make 10,000 a month. You know? And so if you're like young, like 21, 25-year-old woman, like you can make money that way. But if you're a man, you can't, you know? Like you can't just sell naked pictures online if you're a 25-year-old man and make 10 grand a month. I mean, some men I'm sure can, but it's not as common as women doing it.
I think there's like so many like problems with this statement.
I mean, but it's a real thing. Like women can do it. Men, there are thousands and thousands of people out there who will pay to see naked women like that they find on Instagram or whatever.
You know, like what I'm taking this course about the woman's strength. And like how I told you, like women spend so much years of getting her independent, to be able to go to the college, to go to university, to be independent, to walk on the streets by herself, like to do everything what she wants.
Vote, like all that. Like,
everything, to be in the
all
politics,
equality,
to be in the like president, to be like everywhere. And what's the woman do? She go to sell her body. It's like so sad. And then like we want a woman expect to be equal with a man when she's like, how you can be equal when you show your breasts or like whatever, like how the man will look at you when you do this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, they will look at you as
lower.
Lower,
like
you're somebody you want to sleep with, but not somebody you want to have kids with. Kind of
yes. So what do you do? Like it's again, like I told, there are like so many issues with like this statement, and
I have like maybe different perspective on it. I think. I think that if you're a woman and you want to do it, then do it. I
think it's just like a core issue.
You don't need to feel bad about it. Like you can own it. Like just if you're gonna do it, just own it, and that's it.
If it's what you want, it's like yes, you're free.
But I understand what you're saying too.
Yes, we can. If to compare, I think is to comparing what the woman can sell her body or do whatever she wants and make so much money before 25 years old, and men don't have these bodies. And like yes, if to get this argument, then it's okay. But like if not thinking about what the woman do, what she like, how she makes money, then we are equal. You have like same education. You can get the same education. You can get the same jobs. You can get the business. And don't tell like what it's man world. You can do it yourself. You don't like to work for somebody else. Get your own business.
Maybe that's their perspective on it. Maybe that's I can make the money myself. I can do it this way.
You can. Yes.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of women who do it do look at it as like a business. You know, like it's like what we do with the podcast. It's like a lot of work to like make the videos and make the clips and make the reels and like post them and write descriptions. Like it's a lot of work. Like we know how much work it is. I see both sides. Let's just put it that way. Like I see both sides. Yeah. I don't think a woman should necessarily be like looked down on if she if she decides to do it. But I see the perspective from that side too, where women fought so hard for equality and to earn, I guess, more respect in the world in the eyes of the patriarchy, you know, which I think it was for most of history. And this is how they spend that equality.
Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah.
Believe people when they show you who they are the first time. You do not get to choose or change the way someone decides to love you. You simply sit down, shut up, observe, and decide whether you want to participate in the way that they love or not.
I think here's like where the communication comes. When you, because like we love differently. Like you have like your love, I have my life, like how I understand. But you tell person if you really love this person. And so I know like Ryan and but Ryan, like he needs a little more attention, maybe more time with you, like more snuggles, like so.
Yeah, I need like affection.
Affection.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
because I love Ryan so much and I want want you to be happy, I am give you this time. And like, you know, like for me it's important to have like quality time, like maybe go for a walk at night, you know.
Acts of service.
Like then Ryan makes an effort and he do it for me too. But it's, you ask another person what he likes. You really ask what he likes. Like if he likes this kind of food, you have this kind of food. Like you really, like, dude.
It's a lot of communication involved, and if you can't give that person what they want, and if you know that that person can't give you what they want, then move on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are all humans who have imperfect designs, so stop trying to find that perfect person. They don't exist, and that thing you hate about them, you probably hate about yourself.
So true. Like you say that all the time.
Yeah.
The things that you notice in people are like really the flaws that you don't like in yourself.
It's like how I always tell, like the people are the mirrors. And like even my, like what I'm doing right now, the more it's like I'm trying to communicate with other people, because when I communicate with other people, I understand like what's wrong, what flaws I have. It's nothing about them, like they maybe do whatever they do, but it's something triggers inside me, and I work on it to be a better person, to understand myself more. What's happened, like you can understand yourself more when you communicate with other person.
It's true, yeah. But you need to like kind of approach it from a non-judgmental point of view. Like if you find yourself judging somebody or like disliking something about somebody, maybe it's because you see a little bit of yourself in them.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. Exactly. When I
not
do
100% of the time,
very often,
but
very often, it's something is wrong. So
like with the last video we just did, like with that Julio guy from 90 Day Fiance, like I couldn't stand him.
So there's something is what
Yeah.
bothers something. There is something what's
about him
Yes.
that I kind of relate
yes,
to,
yes,
that I dislike in
or
myself.
or dislike, or maybe you are not. You know, sometimes you don't like the speakers, but it's not because we don't like the speakers, because we don't like what we can't be so like, we can't speak on the stage. Maybe we are not like, we are too shy or like too scared to do something, but they're doing it. So we don't like them, so we're trying to find the flaws in them.
I see what you're saying. Or like singers.
Yes.
Like if you listen to somebody sing and you're like, maybe like, oh, that was a bad
Yeah.
note, or like they missed this, that's
Yeah.
a little sharp, or that's a little flat.
Yeah, but you really want to be the singer.
Yeah.
So you need also understand
I
this.
do that.
This.
I totally do that.
Yeah. So
When I hear
like,
people sing.
yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to self-reflect, and then you understand, and it's how you learn who you are, when you self-reflect and you understand through different people.
Here's the next quote's the one you liked.
Don't take advice from married people or single people. Take advice from happy people. But even that's hard to find sometimes, because most people lie to themselves about what actually makes them happy. Stop coming into relationships with a lacking mindset. You have a hard time finding the end-all be-all person because you yourself are not the end-all be-all person. So do some self-work, shut up, get off the internet, and stop fucking complaining.
Yeah. Love it.
It's true. It's true. You know? Get up, shut up, take care of it yourself, and stop complaining.
I don't like for me, I know I can complain sometimes, but like I think like it's 1 or 2% of my life when I complain.
Yeah.
So how, like, again, like self reflection. What you complain about?
Yeah.
Work on it.
Yeah.
what you don't like to do, what's wrong, and then like work on it.
So, anything else you want to add?
Maybe we can also feedback about this kind of format. Does people like this kind of format?
Yeah, you guys like the TikTok video format? Let us know in the comments below. Again, if there's anything that you want us to discuss, like send it to us. You can email it to us, millennialmarriagespodcast@gmail.com, or send the link in a comment. That works also. Please, if it's your first time here, like the video, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate all of you. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the feedback. And we will see you again very soon.